YouTube sponsorships suck. We all know it. You've seen the same cringy ad reads 100 times. This VPN will protect you from hackers, and also lets you watch Netflix in another country. I was skeptical at first, but after using this magic budgeting app, I became a millionaire overnight. Online therapy has changed my life. Sign up today and talk to a therapist in 30 seconds. And every time, it's some random company you've never heard of before. Then, 6 months later, that company gets exposed for misleading customers, mishandling data, or straight up being a scam. At this point, we should all be asking, why do so many YouTube sponsors turn out to be awful? Why do creators keep taking these deals despite all the red flags? And most importantly, why does nobody seem to care? Well, the answer is simple. Because YouTube sponsorships aren't about selling good products. They're about making money fast. The rise of YouTube sponsorships, how we got here. To understand how we got here, we need to rewind back to the early days of YouTube. Back in the mid-2000s, YouTube was just a place for random home videos. No one was making money, no one was going viral. People uploaded for fun. Then, AdSense changed everything. Suddenly, YouTube introduced a way for creators to make money from ads on their videos. This was a game changer because it turned YouTube into a career path. But there was a catch. Even though ad revenue is great, it was, number one, unstable. 1 month you make $10,000. The next you make $2,000. Number two, unpredictable. YouTube can demonetize your video for literally anything. Number three, not enough. Even big YouTubers struggle to live solely on AdSense. And that's where sponsorships come in. Instead of relying on YouTube's unpredictable ad system, creators go directly to companies and make private deals to promote their products. Why big brands avoid YouTube sponsorships? Here's something interesting. Have you ever noticed that major brands don't do YouTube sponsorships? You never see a creator saying, "This video is brought to you by Apple's new iPhone." Toyota sponsored this video to tell you about their latest truck. This episode is sponsored by McDonald's, try the new McFlurry. Instead, YouTube sponsorships are dominated by subscription services, VPNs, online courses, software, sketchy investment platforms, crypto, online banks, trading apps, life-changing gadgets that feel like they belong on late-night TV. Why? Because real, established brands don't need influencers to sell their products. Coca-Cola doesn't need a YouTuber to tell you Coke tastes good, but a shady banking startup offering 10% interest needs an influencer to convince you they're legit. The business model behind bad sponsorships, blitzscaling. Most YouTube sponsors are startups backed by venture capital, and their entire strategy is based on something called blitzscaling. Blitzscaling is when a company burns through massive amounts of money to grow as fast as possible, without caring about profitability. The goal is simple: sign up as many customers as possible. Dominate the market before competitors catch up. Figure out how to make money later. Companies like Uber and Airbnb did this. But it also works perfectly for scams. By the time people realize a company is fraudulent, it has already signed up millions of users, made hundreds of millions of dollars, paid influencers to create a positive public image. And then, the company either collapses or quietly disappears. Case study: FTX, the biggest YouTube sponsor scam ever. Let's talk about FTX, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world until it wasn't. Before FTX collapsed, it was everywhere on YouTube. Finance YouTubers like Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, and Andre Geek all promoted it heavily. They told viewers FTX was safe and trusted. Some even had exclusive referral codes to get you to sign up. And then FTX went bankrupt overnight. Billions in customer funds disappeared. The CEO was arrested for fraud. And the YouTubers? They just moved on to the next sponsor. Did they apologize? Sure. Did it change anything? Nope. This wasn't the first time an influencer-backed company collapsed, and it definitely won't be the last. Why YouTubers keep taking bad sponsorships? So, if YouTube sponsorships have such a terrible track record, why do YouTubers keep accepting them? It really comes down to 3 simple reasons. Number 1, the money is too good to turn down. Imagine you're a YouTuber. You've spent years building your audience, creating content, and perfecting your craft. But here's the harsh reality. YouTube ad revenue is unstable. With AdSense, your income is a roller coaster. 1 month, you make $20,000, life is good. The next month, $4,000, not so great. Then YouTube randomly demonetizes your most popular video, and now you're scrambling to make rent. Meanwhile, a brand slides into your inbox with an offer. We'll pay you $50,000 up front. All you have to do is read this 60-second ad. No unpredictability, no guessing, just cold, hard cash. For smaller YouTubers, even a $2,000 sponsorship can be life-changing. For bigger creators, sponsorships can rake in hundreds of thousands per deal, sometimes millions, for long-term partnerships. So when you're faced with the choice between rolling the dice on ad revenue, taking a guaranteed 5-figure paycheck, it's not a tough decision. And that's exactly why even the biggest YouTubers, the ones who claim to be selective, still take questionable sponsors. At the end of the day, money talks. Number 2. There are no real consequences. Here's where things get even worse. Even when a YouTuber shills a terrible sponsor, and that sponsor turns out to be a scam, nothing actually happens to the creator. Look at FTX, the biggest financial fraud in modern history. Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, Andre Geek, all huge finance YouTubers, promoted it enthusiastically. They told their viewers it was a safe and trusted platform. Some even had personalized affiliate codes to get fans to sign up. Then FTX collapsed overnight. Billions in customer funds were lost. The company was exposed for massive fraud. The CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, was arrested, and the YouTubers who promoted it? They issued a half-hearted apology video and moved on to the next sponsor. No legal trouble, no permanent damage to their careers, no lasting consequences. And this isn't just an FTX thing. Look at BetterHelp, a widely criticized online therapy service still sponsoring top creators despite refunding millions to customers. Crypto rug pulls, influencers shilling groundbreaking coins that vanish overnight but still keep their massive audiences. Scammy banks and investment apps, services that promise insane returns but eventually go bankrupt, leaving customers stranded. And yet, the creators keep thriving. Why? Because YouTube's algorithm rewards controversy. When a scandal happens, YouTubers get more engagement because people flood the comments to argue, more watch time because drama videos covering the scandal go viral, more visibility because the YouTube algorithm doesn't care if people are mad. As long as people are clicking, commenting, and watching, YouTube sees it as a win. So while the audience might get angry for a while, they eventually forget, and the cycle repeats. For creators, there's no real downside to taking a bad sponsorship. Worst case, you make a fake apology video, shed a couple of tears, and move on. And for most YouTubers, that's a risk worth taking. Number 3, high-quality content is expensive. Sponsors pay the bills. There's one more reason YouTubers take even the most questionable sponsorships, because making great content isn't cheap. Back in the early days of YouTube, you could flick on a webcam, talk for 10 minutes, get millions of views. Now, that doesn't work anymore. Competition is insane. Everyone is leveling up their production value. To stay relevant, YouTubers have to hire editors, because modern audiences expect slick, fast-paced videos. Hire writers and researchers, because in-depth content performs better. Buy better cameras, lighting, and microphones, because low-quality videos get ignored. Travel for content, because bigger, more ambitious projects get more views. And all of that costs money. Let's break it down. If a YouTuber is making high-quality content with a team, they're paying $2,000 plus per month for video editors, $5,000 plus per project for travel-based content, $10,000 plus per month for researchers, animators, and behind-the-scenes work. And YouTube AdSense doesn't cover that. This is why even well-respected creators who seem ethical end up taking sponsorships they probably shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, they need funding to survive. So if a shady VPN company offers them $50,000 for a simple ad read, or a new finance app promises a 6-figure deal, they're going to seriously consider it, even if it feels a little off. Because if they don't take it, someone else will. And that's the biggest problem of all. There's always another creator willing to say yes. Final thoughts. Why this won't stop anytime soon. So, yeah, YouTube sponsors are almost always terrible. And until something drastic changes, they'll keep getting worse. But now you know why it happens, how the business model works, and why YouTubers won't stop taking these deals anytime soon. Because at the end of the day, the money is too good, the risks are too low, and the audience always forgets. And that's all for today. If you found this video informative, make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.